would like to ask Director Kennedy of the Bureau of Permits, Licenses, and Inspections, or Department. Department, pardon me. So if you would, come on over. This one's exciting and interesting because a lot of you that haven't opened your businesses yet are going to be looking for occupancy permits and similar. And so I'll leave it to you.
Great. So thank you all for having me. I really appreciate this opportunity to speak with everyone sort of one-on-one. So as you probably have heard, PLI has gone through some significant changes over the past year. We've reorganized. Now we have sort of three distinct branches of our department. One, construction, permitting, and the inspection of those permits. And we're moving to cross-train our construction inspectors, so you will have to deal with fewer people at any given job site. You know, easier for you, easier for me to manage, win all around. We also have sort of, if you think of existing businesses and structures, we have inspectors that are going to be cross-trained to, inspect to make sure that our neighborhoods and businesses are being maintained to code. And then finally, we have the business licensing, technology, and training arm. So those are the sort of the three wings of PLI, if you were. So the purpose of business licensing is not to make it difficult for everyone in this room. I realize that sometimes it can feel like an added burden when you're going through this process and looking to start up. Really, the goal of it is to make sure that the person doing the task is qualified in some ways. Like, say, if you're pulling an electrical permit, we want to license electricians to make sure that the person doing the wiring knows what they're doing so they don't create a public safety hazard for us all. Or secondly, we want to make sure that the activity that you're looking to do is an appropriate thing to be done in that space. So, maybe if you're looking to open up a bed and breakfast, are you going to do it in the middle of our industrial fair? I don't know. So we want to make sure that we're sort of keeping track of those types of businesses so we know where they're happening. So that's really the goal, and that's really the city's thinking behind licensing businesses. That said, to go into that, we haven't really rethought our licensing code in many years, and that's definitely a big goal of this administration. We want to make it coherent. Right now there's a big push in the existing code, there's a big, lots of regulations around arcades and pinball machines and things like that. Sock hops, I think, are mentioned in it. So let's think through this. Are these actually the tasks and the business functions we still care about tracking? And I really appreciate hearing from people their pain points. So we realize that some of these things, are outdated, and this is not how businesses operate anymore. So we really want to rethink, not only what businesses are we regulating, but also, how can we do it better? How can we make it more business friendly? And to that end, we are looking to put all of our data online and make all of our licenses and applications accessible online. So, I'm really lucky because basically all of my data is public. So the goal of this administration is to have a map where you can see all of the licenses and permits for a location, all the violations, all the different occupancies. So you can really see what's happening in your neighborhood. It can help you cite businesses. Maybe there might be more business activity or construction activity in a neighborhood than you realized. It can be a really useful tool in that way. And finally, we want to make it such that you don't have to come downtown all the time to access our services. We already have all of our license and permit information online. So all of the applications, all of the reference materials you need, all of our checklists to apply, those are already on our website and accessible. So you can pre-fill it out. Even make out your check before you come down to try to take some pain away. But we are eventually looking to make that application completely online and to be able to start accepting credit cards. So that is a goal. It's going to be a bit of a work to get there, so that's going to be probably a 1 to 2 year time horizon. But we definitely, again, want to make our services more accessible, more transparent, and more predictable as a goal. So thank you all for your time.